this weekend about falling in love with obstacles.
Yeah.
And about Adam's personality all over the place.
I've been trying to flirt with ladies.
What's up, big dog? All right, pues.
Trying
Peace.
this.
We're about to go live. We're about to do this podcast. Tune in so you guys will be like, we can have 2 more followers.
Girl.
The Canelo fight.
You want to go right into that one?
Let's go right. Let's start.
What's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas. To my right, it's Adam Alexander. And to my left, Maggie Duarte.
Damn.
I've been thinking about changing my name
Again?
Again?
to Luke Hallway Walker.
I can say that one. AKA Luke Highway Walker?
Hallway Walker.
Like a hallway?
Yeah. Only people who follow me on IG get that one. Because I take pictures of the hallway.
I follow you, but I never noticed. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
No more snail?
Dang.
How about a snail in a hallway?
If I see that, that's, man.
You can't place one there? Or it won't
No,
be organic?
you want to see it. You want to just...
It ain't going to happen.
Don't ever say it. Okay, so...
The probabilities of it happening.
Never ever
Exactly.
gonna get it.
There was
Info.
Oh, wow. What
never
a
gonna get it, never
blasphemy.
gonna get it, never gonna get it. All right, I will never forget this day. I
Today?
was training at White Rock.
Oh.
I was cycling at White Rock Lake in Dallas, Texas, and I had to do 80 miles, which is 8 laps. Wait, it's a lot of laps around this lake. A lot of laps around this lake.
Many.
And
In
my
abundance.
brain starts to wander, and on this lap, I'm just like, oh man, it'd be funny if I saw a midget riding a bike for no reason.
It's a nice blow.
Oh, thanks.
For no reason, it's not lit though.
Fuck.
For no reason, and then I just told myself that's never gonna happen. The next day, I'm back on the White Rock Lake training, doing another thing, and I'm going this way. A midget on a bike.
He went pew,
comes right, goes back that
like
way.
that.
Like a rocket?
And I was just like,
Like a cannon?
I'm just.
Did he go sideways like a rocket?
Ignore you two missing the point, and I'm just.
You ran into him. I'm sorry, dog.
No, I didn't run into him. I was like, what? I was like, I just told myself that was not possible to see yesterday.
And it happened.
A midget on a bike?
Mm-hmm.
What? Why not? Why,
I mean, you're not gonna see it. I mean,
I never seen a midget on a bike. Think about it.
It's very rare that I even see a midget in the first
Exactly.
place.
Exactly.
It's like a unicorn.
Exactly.
I guess technically it is.
So it's like that. That's the day I told myself, don't tell yourself nothing. Everything's possible.
But a snail in a hallway.
Do you think unicorns were real?
They were at one point,
They were?
just like
You know?
dinosaurs. I think.
I think like, why would anybody ever come up with that?
I don't think Pegasus were real. Pegasus, that's the
A flying horse? I think I believe
Yeah.
more in a Pegasus than a unicorn.
really.
I don't know.
I mean, think of all the animals that have horns and all the types of horses that there are.
You're
So-
a horse expert. What do you think?
I think
I don't think they shit rainbows though.
Nobody said they did. Yeah? You think there's unicorns?
let's talk about boxing, dog.
you got weird opinions on unicorns.
I thought a unicorn was a fucking they can fly. I guess they can.
What?
Oh, you thought a unicorn and a Pegasus were the same thing?
Yeah, I thought it was the same shit.
I wouldn't have,
I mean, they could.
I'm sure that there's
be.
images out there of like Pegasus with a horn in their head.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I have no reason to doubt that unicorns went extinct before we stopped letting animals go extinct. You know how I feel about that. Let them go extinct.
Yeah?
Pandas.
Speaking of pandas.
So, but now let's go. The Caleb Plant.
That's the one I want to talk about.
Let's talk about that one first. Should we talk about that one since that was a good fight?
That was a great fight.
Should we talk about Canelo's fight first?
No.
No.
Okay,
Canelo's
okay.
let's keep it like in the main event.
Okay. Let's talk about. Go ahead. You start.
Well, I don't know much about the other guy. I just heard he hit hard. He was strong. Macumbi. And it came out difficult for Caleb in the beginning. Caleb was taking some shots. Caleb's a really nice, smooth boxer who likes to control the outside. And I thought about you a lot when I watched that fight because you always say that when the fight starts, it never changes
Exactly.
You know? I was thinking about you. And Caleb did something where he was getting hurt, and he just pressed the power puncher. and basically just took him apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very happy to see that adjustment. It's been a long time since I've seen an adjustment in a fight.
Yep. It's like they keep, what's the definition of insanity? Is keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's crazy watching boxers like just try harder doing the same thing over and over when they're just, when it's not working.
It's not working, bro.
And just watching Caleb make the necessary adjustments to not only, to win the fight. Like that's really, I was like, man, he had a plan. He saw that plan didn't work. He came up with another plan. So I was really impressed, and I'm just impressed by Caleb Plant. Period, as a fighter.
Coach Bashir said that he thinks that came from being in the same gym with Andre Ward, because Andre Ward did that with Kovalev when he was getting he tried the outside game first, and then he just pressed him, and he's been in the gym with him, so made the perfect adjustment, and I was happy to see Caleb. I didn't want to see that guy win, even though I just found out my homeboy Brandon Christopher trains him out of Vegas. And I didn't know he trained him, and I wanted to see Brandon win as a coach, but I wanted to see Caleb win because of his backstory. He's dares to be great. He fought Benavidez. He fought Canelo. He's fought some of the best in the world. So I wanted to see him pull that off.
He might fight Berlanga here soon.
Yeah.
That was a good fight though, man. It was very entertaining. I didn't get to see the first one. My stream was in and out, but anyway.
So you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Paying for fights, man. Like I really tried to get myself.
Did you pay for it?
No, I didn't. I watched it via.
It's too much money, guys. You guys
Live.
they gotta go a little bit lower than that, bro. I'm a boxing fanatic, but goddamn, dog.
It's because it's a gamble, like you don't even know if the fights are gonna be fucking
yeah,
good,
if they were
dude.
always good, I probably would pay. If I ain't paying that much. I never paid when it was fucking cheap.
Yeah.
But like Turkey, whatever his name is, he's saying $20 all the way across. I think he'd have more people watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
$20 all the way across.
Absolutely.
That'll definitely do something.
That's a fucking weekend at McDonald's, dog.
Yeah, they'd probably get
Supersize your shit.
restrictive on the fucking streams too. So
Yeah.
fuck it. But yeah, I liked it because I think some fighters failed to realize that, especially in a 12-round fight, right? Like it's really easy to pretty much go away from your game plan when things don't go the way that you fucking thought they were gonna go. I don't know if he saw himself getting dropped or hit like as hard. Maybe he didn't think that the dude hit as hard or whatever. But I like how he kept his mind in the game and didn't let that deter him. He said, "Fuck it, we're gonna press him and take a risk," and that's what it's all about, man. You gotta take a risk. Instead of shying away, he went straight forward.
He ran towards the fire.
That was the that. Let me try and fight further outside.
Some people make that adjustment, and he probably would have gotten clipped again.
Oh, he would have got clipped.
Yeah.
Because McCumbee was closing the gap fast. And it was the same shit he was throwing. He hit so hard I can tell that Caleb the shots blocking him were hurt. A lot of young fighters tend to not realize that they're always scared to be in the trenches. Of course, being in the trenches is difficult. You have to have a lot of experience for that. But that's like one of the safest places to be at because you're not getting the end of the shots. Right there, you got to worry about like the uppercut and the body shot. You can neutralize both those things in that close quarter combat. You don't have to worry about much, But at the end of the shots, every shot fucking hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You can hear it too. Very thudding.
Now,
very entertaining.
So what's next for Caleb Plant now?
Well, I think he's an interim champ now. So
I would if I was him and I had a choice, I'd pick the best fight for me to win. So I would probably take
we on this podcast we hate that fight.
Which fight?
The best fight for the
man. It's about his career, bro. I'm talking about if I'm his team,
the business.
Yeah, the business side of it. Like I'd pick a guy that I can beat. Because obviously, if I would have told you he's fighting McCumbee, you would have been like, "That's an easy win." But that was a hard win for him.
Yeah, honestly, I think he would beat Morrell.
Morrell, yeah, Morrell would be a difficult fight, but but Morrell's moving up to 75 now.
Yeah, he seems a little small for 75.
He does. I would probably pick Munguia.
That's a good fight too. That's a great fight actually.
Because Munguia has a hard time with boxers, and
that is a great fight.
Yeah, Munguia has a better chance in beating Berlanga than he does Caleb. So that's just what I would pick, and that's a good name. He went the distance with Canelo.
And that is a good fight.
Yeah.
It was a great fight for sure.
And then if he gets back on top, who's he going to want to challenge? Canelo again or or Benavidez? Like the two guys that beat him already, you know?
He'd probably want the Canelo fight. There's more money right there.
Take a beating for some more money.
Yeah.
Because that's all Canelo's doing is passing out beatings.
Yeah. But he's paying you for it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
The Canelo
Payday. You want payday? You want payday?
Payday.
You want payday. It sounds so good from a bilingual gringo.
Canelo handed out a particular beating yesterday because he had to teach a couple lessons during the fight. You see that, like that headbutt? That was to me. That was I don't know. That was just funny watching him just punish him for that headbutt. It wasn't for the fight. It could have been. It could have easily been a knockout shot. Because he's just like, wow, don't you do that to me. It felt like a pitcher catching it for hitting. Like somebody hit one of the Phillies dudes this past weekend. And what is his name? I can't think of his name. But anyway, he came out. He's like, we don't do that shit. We don't do that shit. And it felt like a we don't do that shit moment there. And then when Berlanga got him for when he started walking back to his corner early.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't get to watch the replays.
Canelo heard the bell, I think. He thought he heard the bell.
He thought he heard the bell. It might have been the 10-second warning. And Berlanga saw him open and just said, I'm going to take this.
But also Canelo in the I think first or second round, Berlanga was telling the referee they hit him behind the back and Canelo hit him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like protect yourself at all times, bro. Don't talk to the referee, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you. Was this a good fight for Berlanga?
Really good fight because it went the distance.
It went the distance. Okay.
And he tried to win. He tried. At first, he was like, I think it was a little bit too much for him in the first phase of the fight. Mm-hmm. He came out trying to win, and then he got dropped. Then he was like, I can't do shit right. And in the last 3 rounds, I think he went to take a little bit risk more and more and more. But Canelo never eased up off of him.
Yeah.
It's a different breed. Like we still aren't seeing Canelo slow down.
I think that Berlanga had a good camp. It seems like because he made a lot of improvements, especially defensively. He was getting eaten up by the jab, but for the most part, as opposed to his previous fights, I think he did the best he could with what he had. You know,
it could be.
Yeah, he did. He did better than a lot of people expected. A lot of people thought he was gonna be KO'd, which I was definitely one of those people. I didn't even during the fight. I was like, "Fuck, I don't know." Then I was like, no, I think this is going to go to distance. He's a big dude, man.
How many times did he get knocked down?
Once.
Just once, okay.
He got hurt like maybe a couple other times, but...
But he puts on so much weight. He weighed like almost 200 pounds on the...
Yeah.
He weighed in at 168, and he weighed in unofficially at 193 the day of the fight.
Yeah, when I heard the commentator say that, I was like, oh, no, I don't know.
He looked... if you watch the fight and looked at the image, he looks way bigger than Canelo. So that's why he was able to sustain those punches, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Canelo's a small guy fighting in a big weight, so he doesn't gain that much weight when after the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
He basically fights at the weight he walks around at.
And this was I was watching, I asked myself this question as I watched, and I could not say, let me see how I word this. Was there anything Berlanga could have done to win the fight? I asked myself, and I was like, no.
Dude, experience, man. He doesn't have experience. That's it.
I think they said...
But wouldn't that be like Canelo has all the experience? If you look at all the fighters?
He has a lot of experience. 60-plus fights.
Yeah.
That's a lot of experience.
That's just pro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And his amateur experience is...
He has more title fights than Berlanga has fights.
Yeah.
Man.
Got a lot of experience, man. And I think Berlanga had a little bit more experience. I think the fight would have been a little different. He might have been able to take a little bit more risk. And
that's where it hurts you to knock people out in the first round all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Berlanga was knocking everybody out in the first round. When you get to that level, bro, it's very rare to get a knockout at the top of the cream of the crop. It's very, very rare.
That's an interesting point. So would you have a fighter say, hey, no first round knockouts?
No, I mean, he's doing what he has to, but he's not getting the rounds.
Okay.
The experience rounds, you know. I think they said he had a total of 50 professional rounds. something like that, and Canelo had 500 something rounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
50 versus 500.
Something rounds in the ring.
Yep.
I think like I said, I think he came as prepared as he possibly could, and he with all the experience that he has, and he did well for himself, man. I think he set himself up for some really good future fights, and I think him against Munguia or Caleb Plant, even McCumbee, I think now that he's in the conversation, I think those are all really good fights.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He had a good attitude after the fight. I really liked that about Berlanga. Like he sold the fight, and when the bout was over, he was a gentleman. That was classy. And Canelo too, he gave him advice to never stop training, because something like in Spanish, skills don't mean nothing without discipline. But he said it in Spanish, and discipline ain't nothing without skills. You need to do both.
Yep, you have both. And Berlanga has something, man. He has something.
He's special.
Yeah.
He has something. I hope to see that kid do something. We fought him one time with Ulises. I was just telling a story. We fought him with Ulises Sierra, and
CC.
And when we fought him, there was a lot of back talk going back and forth, and I really didn't see CC ever do that before. So CC was bashing him, and he was bashing CC on social media. And that was around the time of the bubble. When at the MGM, they only had one whole floor for us. And Berlanga happened to stay within like 10 rooms from my room. And after the weigh-ins, here comes that motherfucker right towards me, right? Walking at me, and I was telling Maggie, and who else was I telling? Jackie. That he was walking, he was looking at me like he was going to kick my ass, bro. And I got right in front of him, and I go, hey, mijo, I'm so sorry for the words that were exchanged. I'm not about that. And right then and there, he became a child again. Oh, coach, it's okay, That's out of my character. That's out of my fighter's character. I said, it's a big stage for us. May the best man win. And he shook my hand, and he wished me all the best. And that was classy. Nobody was there to see it. It was between me and him. If you ask him, he'll remember.
He'll deny it.
No, I seen him in Vegas too with Maggie, but I just did one of those little things to him because he was getting swamped already from people. He just winked his eye at me. So, he's a cool kid. I like to see him. He's young. I like to see another Puerto Rican be up there on the map, and like Cotto and like the great Puerto Rican fighters that they've had, because it's a great rivalry, man. It's not even a rivalry; it's just competition, bro. It's like that's all it is, man. We're at the end of the day, we all speak Spanish. We all have the same blood going through our veins. Just some of it's a little bit more tropical with some more salsa, and some have more mariachi, dog.
Todos Diego Espanol.
Yeah, I don't know what he said, but
Todos dice Espanol.
Nope.
I don't know what he's trying to say. No. You said everybody says something in Spanish.
See, yeah, there it is. Everybody says something in Spanish.
Yeah.
That should be a t-shirt.
Close enough. That's better than what Dwayne. It's better than Dwayne, who's fucking been in Spanish for the past 5 years.
I'm telling you, college is the worst place to learn Spanish.
It's school, because they're not teaching you like Mexican, the Spanish.
So what does Canelo do from now?
Man, you know what? I think that's a tougher question.
He gets Mayweather to come out of retirement.
He's too big for him.
You know what everybody wants. Everybody wants Benavidez, and
we're not gonna get that though.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
In my dream world,
yeah, same.
My dream world, if I had a wand, I would make Canelo fight Bivol again, but Bivol is fighting Berdiev, and then Berdiev fight, what's his name again? Benavidez, and the winner fights each other.
Yeah. I think that's
I would
gonna
not
be
fight Berdiev if I was Canelo.
I wouldn't either. It's like facing him at 175.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what? He's probably not gonna fight till May. These guys are gonna fight in October. So I think the winner, he might go for the winner of those two.
He's not gonna fight till May?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
The winner of Berdiev? I would not fight Berdiev.
I wouldn't either, but it seems like, what else is he gonna do if he doesn't want to fight Benavidez? Like, what else?
She's got a point.
What else is there to do at 168? But like, realistically, unless you're gonna just lap the guys, you're gonna keep fighting them again.
Why not?
I mean, I would say why not? Fuck it.
Nice
you defend your belts.
Yeah.
You defend your belts, but knowing how he like his competitive energy is, like he wants to fucking go for something big.
Who's the oldest one? Bivol or Berdiev? I don't want Berdiev for him, dog.
I think it might be better BF. He's up there. Better.
Yeah, I fight the oldest one.
But at least for that's tough, man.
Of course. But then again, who can make an adjustment for that?
Yeah, he can, but fucking goddamn, like I think that'd be the one the first times that you could see him possibly get hurt. He's so big. The other dudes are just bigger. They're bigger. I don't know. And he hits hard.
And so, like, what I'm hearing is you have to, if your opponent's big and they can cut down, that means they can blow back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Canelo small, and he fights at a big weight, so he doesn't gain that much.
So he's not going to gain. Okay.
Realistically, you should probably, like, cap that at 160.
Jeez. That's
and I don't think Crawford is a good fight either. I think he's over that. I think he's over that too.
I think after Crawford's last fight, I would still like to see Canelo and Crawford fight.
Nah, man.
But after that last fight, everybody was like, never mind.
Nah. he's too big, man. Oh, Canelo's
too big for
Crawford's
Crawford.
Too small. I was like, he's the same. It's like, yeah, but it's taking the shots.
It's funny how a couple of fights change your mind on a fight, huh?
Yeah.
Like a fight back of Crawford's and a fight back of Canelo, I would have been like, yeah, Crawford could beat him. That could beat him. It could be a competitive fight. It could be a good fight.
And after these last two fights,
I'm like, nah, there's no way.
It's because Canelo's so settled into that weight, you know.
And he's been training in altitude for the last two fights. Yeah. He's getting better at that. He's getting more condition.
He's super settled in. He knows, like, what are Crawford shots gonna do to him?
That's exactly it. It was like we watched.
It's like you fighting lighter, dog.
Nah, we got a little guy. We don't call him cigarette anymore. We call him lighter. Coming for you, lighter. Because that was exactly it. It's like we watched Canelo do to, and the name is escaping me that quickly. It just happened this weekend. Canelo. Berlanga. We watched Canelo do to Berlanga what we expected or wanted Crawford to do to Madrimov. Right. And he couldn't. And that's the difference in the fight right there. That's the big difference.
Yeah, that power carrying over is there. You get to a point where it's like it's not going to. You know.
Mm-hmm. How about Caleb Plant against Beck?
Bekdemir?
Yeah,
that's a good fight. That's a good fight for Caleb, because that's a win in my opinion.
It's a win for him.
Yeah. Wait, Bekdemir. Which one? Which Beck?
The one that fought Rosado. That got knocked out by Rosado.
Yeah. That's a good fight for him.
The bully.
That's a good fight for fucking Caleb. Awkward motherfucker. That was awkward.
Let's talk about Maggie's subject. I really want to talk about it.
It was like I had a hard time. Like the weather changed, so I got a cold.
It's because in Spanish there's a saying, unos para otros. O Dios los hace, ellos solo se encuentran. It's like God makes them, they find themselves. And how did I say the first one? Unos por otros?
Yeah, some there's someone for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, there's somebody for everybody. I wake up to a text from Magz saying, hey, you think a deaf person can fall in love with a blind person? And I'm like,
ask her why. I ask her why.
Why'd you ask that?
I was watching a movie. Val Kilmer. I don't even remember what the
out of sight.
Out of sight? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, old Val Kilmer movie.
Yeah. Okay. It's on Tubi. Tubi's got some fucking bangers.
Sponsored by.
Yeah. Write an email or some shit. Get me fucking sponsored by Tubi. But the chick, like, she didn't realize the dude was blind, and he said something in the movie like, I'm blind and you're deaf, because she was like wasn't getting the point. And I was like, I wonder if a blind person's ever fallen in love with a deaf person. Like, how would that work? You know, if one has to sign but they can't see, you know? Mm-hmm. But the blind person can talk, but the deaf person can't hear.
The deaf person would have to take the risk.
Yeah, right?
Because they would have to touch and approach. Because they could. Love is attractive by sight first, right?
Yep.
And then by
other things.
The ears, and I'm not going to say
brain.
the sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere.
Well, I don't know where you go, dog.
I went somewhere.
You're going X-rated.
Yeah, I went.
There's levels, right? You start at first base, second base, third base, fourth base, then home.
I went home.
Okay, I went fourth base on that one. But what do you think, Adam? Do you think that it'll be a challenge? I mean, for you, it'd probably be a super challenge. Huh? After demand, I don't think nothing's impossible.
Adam would have to be the deaf one.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I don't like. Okay, if I'm blind, and there's a person over there who's deaf,
You wouldn't know. How would
Do
you
they
know?
sound deaf? They probably sound deaf.
No, you're dick, dog.
I'm not being a dick. I'm being like when they.
You'll be like Ray Charles and shit.
Like no, you just be like oh, it's like saying, hey, is that person Asian? Like they sounded, so I can hear them because I'm blind. My hearing's perfect.
Yeah.
So I was like, there has to be a point where.
What do you guys think? Let me know.
There has to be a point, a connection. I think they can fall in love, but it would have to be.
What if they go to like a handicap convention?
Something. There'd be something. Maybe
you're
via
right.
emails.
You know,
Not a handicap convention.
No, remember the
because
movie?
They don't have those.
Not a convention, but like camps. You know what I mean? I don't mean.
Hey, there could be fucking conventions. We don't
You
know.
ever seen that movie Mask
Which one? The one Jim Carrey?
with Cher?
Oh,
Yeah,
wrong one.
yeah.
Wrong mask.
Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, Rocky Dennis. It's a true story.
I know.
The girl fell in love with him. She was blind.
Right. Yeah.
He wasn't deaf, but he had like a what's he said? Nació malo. Like his face was abnormal.
I
Elongated?
just
Damn, fucking Doctor Maggie, dog.
elongated.
Elongated,
It's
yeah.
not a medical word.
I just made it, dog. Well, we're talking about medical
Stop
situation.
taking away my shine,
Damn,
fool.
dog.
I'm tripping out because
Like this
there was
motherfucker on fire,
there was a Family Guy cutaway of that scene in Mask when
guys are
she
hard-
fell in love with him, and then she like touched his face. She was like, oh my god, what? But yeah, I mean, I would imagine like if maybe they share a common interest and
Okay.
there's a message board on the computer.
What if?
for
Okay,
that.
let me add to this. What if they're both so sexually overflowing? What's the better chance, the blind guy or the deaf girl making the? I mean, the blind. If who was blind and who was deaf? What if the guy was?
See, this is what was.
I think the deaf. I would say the blind person.
Would be the guy?
No,
It was kick off, dog.
I'm not assigning gender to either.
No, I am. If
This was my
if the
question.
blind
Okay.
guy is if the guy is blind, I think he'll make the move on the deaf girl.
Oh, okay. Then okay, the deaf girl. Does that lower the bar for her? If like I can't see.
Wait, did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The girl can't see. She can't. She's deaf, right? But she can see.
Right.
Yeah.
But the guy is blind,
Don't fuck
but
up.
he can hear. You can't hear fat.
If the blind guy can see and the girl's deaf,
Yeah. Like Ray Charles, you know?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to wonder. And it was funny. I just saw last week where somebody asked an old interview with
it's
Ray
just the same
Charles.
shit.
Somebody asked him if he could see. Like, what would he see? I mean, if someone said, "Hey, I'll give you your sight back," would you want it? And he was like, "Not really. I'm fine. You know, there are a couple things I want to see, like
Apparently, that's how the movie ended.
like my kids. I never saw the movie.
Yeah,
Well, neither have- I haven't
His
finished
last memory was cotton candy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think if I was blind, women would
You'd have
it'd be
a girlfriend.
yes, maybe, maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
No, but I thought about this too, right? Like, right? If how would it be better? Like, how would it work more commonly if the guy was blind or if the chick was blind?
Because I know that now with
I
all
think
of
either
my
way, it's gotta be. I don't know. I think the deaf person does have to make the move.
If they have a baby, will the kid be born with something?
Probably not.
no, well, it all depends.
Possibly.
It all depends on where the genes are.
Because I've seen
Yeah.
pictures of like guys with Down syndrome and they have kids and the kids are normal.
Yeah, because
Oh, really?
that's like
Yeah.
that's a chromosome thing. I don't know if that's like necessarily like down in your like hereditary, but
So there's
I
got to be
can't remember
some.
if it is or it
like-
isn't. I think it's just like a chromosome thing.
It's not a genetic thing,
Well, technically it is because
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it runs in the family type of shit.
I
But
wonder.
that's true. Like you can have kids.
Yeah. No.
Or you can have like two. We were talking about midgets, and they can have a regular kid. I don't know, it's a regular. but
On a
you know.
bike?
Yeah, on a bike.
There's boxes.
Unicycle.
With nails in the
On a
hallway?
unicycle.
It's called like a pundit box. I think it's pundit something box where it's like if you have say you have brown eyes and that's dominant.
Oh, yeah.
And your
For
partner
life,
has
homie.
blue eyes. So it's like that box kind of determines the chances of everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got a 50-50 chance.
I think I could fall in love with a deaf person quicker than I could fall in love with a blind person. Those aren't toothpicks.
Oh my god,
What do you think?
I can't.
Could you?
I'm sorry. Sorry, my mind is just stuck in one place right now.
Could you? You had a choice.
She's crying like
I asked Google.
What are you doing?
I asked Google. I said, Google, can a blind person fall in love with a deaf person? And Google, yes, people who are blind can fall in love with people who are deaf.
Shit.
Adam, no, it's Adam, and people who are and vice versa. The communication.
Time the state show you somebody.
You prove it. See harmony. Get it?
That's fucked up.
All right, no, it's communication. People who are blind and deaf can communicate in various ways.
Braille.
Including sign language. Yep. So one would have to learn. Like that's
Braille.
that's
One
what
would have to learn Braille. The deaf person would have to learn Braille because the
Oh yeah, because a blind person can't learn sign language. Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can this happen?
How you speak your game in Braille, though, dog?
I don't know. You'd have to use your senses.
Fucking
your
Morse
touch.
code, huh?
No, your touch. You know.
But is it? Are they going to be different from the touch? You can't just go up to somebody and touch them.
No, but like.
How do you speak? How do you start it off? How do you initiate it? Once they already know each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I think you have a point in where like the deaf person has to make the fucking move.
Yeah.
I would say that they connect via online. I would think that.
How the fuck?
How about in person, dog? The fool can't see shit online. How's he gonna fucking?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you fucking date online?
No.
You probably should, honestly.
I don't like it.
But then why would you fucking?
I'm just saying, like, no, like
online?
there's like a community online, like they share a common interest, like they both like fucking stingrays, and online.
How would the blind person?
I don't know.
Nah, you're tripping, fool.
Sound. No,
Okay, they both like something,
sound.
and they communicate via emails, like some whole.
What could they both like in common? Tell me think of something they could both like in common. Sounds?
Legos.
They could like Legos. Playing.
Puzzles.
Yeah,
Puzzles. Exactly. Legos. Okay.
Reading.
Yep.
Reading. Yeah.
Listening to reading.
Yeah.
Because it's a blind person. Well, no, they read
the blind
Braille.
person can
Braille.
hear a fool.
They like books or whatever, and then it's like they make a point, and it's like, oh, I really like your point, and then they
there could be a convention, and maybe this is how.
Thank you, Maggie. It's
no,
happened.
for real. Like I think there has.
I want to go to
a special needs convention.
Yeah, I think Adam needs to go.
You know, and I'm gonna I'm not like
Adam would be the key speaker.
Cause so I told you I know I talked to Coach Bashir about this. I've been trying to flirt, and it's really fucking weird.
Try is the fucking.
That's the whole point right there. Yeah, try.
That's
right? No, because I'm not very good at it. Like I'm really good at it if I'm not interested in the chick and I'm being friendly, I can flirt.
Just be yourself.
And I'm really good at it if she's way out of my league and I'm trying to flirt because I'm making her laugh.
She's like, I'm not gonna ever be with her anyway. So,
but if it's like somebody like I'm attracted to, I'm like, boom, I don't know what to do. So I've been trying to flirt, and I flirted with this lady this weekend, and I swear to God, she gave me a reaction, and my brain was like, hey, is she annoyed or is she turned on? I can't fucking tell.
You're overthinking. See,
I don't like flirting.
No, man. You know what? Just fucking be yourself. Also, like, what's this like out of your league shit?
No. I mean, like.
No, you thought that.
I don't mean out of my league. I mean like hot lesbians. Like I will flirt with hot lesbians. I have flirted with hot lesbians. Like that's not out of my league. It's out of my reach. You kind of
got a thing for me, you little weirdo.
Yeah, I know. What's up? What's up, girls?
You never know.
Do you like girls? I'm one on the inside. Come talk to your boy.
What's up with your boy?
You have a better chance going to the fucking convention.
To the special needs convention.
There cannot be a special needs convention. I don't know. It's weird.
It probably is.
I mean,
there's a Paralympics, so why not?
Yeah, but I would imagine there at least. Yeah, I'm done.
Anyway.
All right. So
yeah, we got Anthony.
If you're deaf, you're deaf.
Me, I'm deaf.
And you see a blind person that you like, what's up? Why are you closing your eyes? You're deaf. Oh, okay, she can't hear me.
I'm deaf.
like would a deaf lady make the first move on a blind dude?
I would. Fuck it.
I think that's good. So, ladies, if you see me, just pretend I'm deaf. Mute. I think Helen Keller had some relationships.
I heard that she was blind and deaf. How do you do that?
She was.
Yeah,
and
right?
couldn't talk.
What the fuck?
She couldn't do it. She couldn't speak. She was blind and she was deaf.
And she wrote a book somehow.
And she had to learn communication. It was all about her.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I
something else.
couldn't imagine like having any of the I think I can hear, I can speak, I can see. I'm so thankful because if it was the other way, if you take away one of those things, I'm not leaving the freaking house.
Fucking D-man.
Stop calling me that.
At least D-Man got pussy, though.
I knew that's why.
Damn, we got your ass.
Yeah, bitch is going to jail for that motherfucker.
Golly.
Cause divorces and
Causing
everything.
divorces and shit.
Imagine if you're the husband, what do you say?
Breaking up families.
My
and
wife
shit.
left me first.
I don't.
D-Man?
You don't appear.
You didn't bring it up, huh?
You don't appear. You don't bring it up. Have you ever been married? Kinda. Like you don't even, and you don't appear in the documentary.
Yeah.
Like
he didn't make an appearance.
that's what I'm saying. There's a reason he didn't
But
appear
his
in the
wife
documentary.
did. And people know he was married to her.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I would move.
Out of the country.
I was like, well, I'm taking the kids and we're moving. We're starting.
Czech Republic. We're going to Czech Republic.
No, we're going to Iceland.
Back to boxing. I don't follow, but social media, my For You pages and stuff is pretty much all boxing and like thick athletic women. And I saw this.
No, she missed it. I heard it.
Yeah.
Thick athletic woman.
Thick athletic women. And I saw this one social media post where it's like, if your boxing coach doesn't spar, doesn't spar his students. Specifically said his students. You don't got a good boxing coach. I was like, I don't know if I agree with that too much. But I figure I put that to you.
I disagree with that. I've sparred my fighters many times, but only to prove a point or to show them something. I don't make it competitive. I don't try to kick their ass. And I much less don't want them to try to kick my ass because it's a thing that's going to be cut, and it's called respect.
Right.
You know, so I went in there to help them with certain things that they had that I didn't have another fighter to pull it out of them. And that's the few times that I've been in there with my fighters. I'd rather not, because if I hit them or they hit me, we're basically two fucking human beings going at it with each other. They hit me, they're going to think everything I showed them is bullshit. They're not going to take into consideration my age, that I don't do it anymore. They're not going to care any of that. They're just going to say they hit the coach. You know what I mean? And if I hit them, I'll be disappointed because they're younger, they're in shape, and they do it all the time. But I'm logging the two, so I'll set it up.
Yeah, double-edged sword.
Yeah, so I'd rather not. That's just my point. I'm not saying I'm right. Whoever wrote that, I mean, there's also coaches who are fucking old, bro. How are they going to spar their fighters?
Is it students like in a class or like
She's talking about
they're
fighters.
Pupils? They're fighters?
Like a boxing coach, you know, like we've seen the ridiculous boxing coaches out there. There's a lot of ridiculous,
there's a lot more than there is good.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Matter of fact, yeah, it's just a lot. And I think that there are some boxing coaches that one of the things that keeps boxing coaches from being good might be that they seriously challenge their students. Like they're like, all right, get in the ring with me. And then they tune up their students who aren't good enough to.
That's crazy.
And take the hits and just kind of do that. I don't know. Like Mr. Miyagi never fought Daniel.
But he fucked up all his opponents.
Right.
Shit that he couldn't do. And he fucked them up 5-on-1, dog.
Golly.
Yep. He saved him. He saved his boy.
3-1 and 5-1. And he fucked up their coaches.
Yep, and their coaches. Yep. So, but Mr. Miyagi left Danielson alone. And I think that's a good thing. I know that. No, he did. I mean, I think like you doing. Mr. Miyagi didn't know any karate.
No.
He was like, and that wasn't his accent that he was speaking in. Because he was a. You ever see that actor? I forget his name, but
Ralph Morita.
Ralph. Dang. You ever see him do a Fred Sanford impersonation? Red Fox impersonation. It was freaking
pay me.
hilarious.
He did it spot on, huh?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, have you seen that video?
No.
Yeah.
He talks about Red Fox letting him borrow money. I'll show it to you. It's classic.
He
It's
just
beautiful.
gives it to him. He just gives it to him.
You'll just do this for somebody else. But he imitates him perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want no IOU. That's my dad. My dad loved Red Fox. He used to watch that shit all the time. Sanford and Son.
I wish I had your dad. Your dad was cool. Let's see.
Did that answer that question though?
I think so because it's like because the way you say you spar, it's hey, let me show them something that I can only show them.
Who asked that question? Some random person?
Some social media boxer.
So yeah, I mean,
one thing I will say this, and I'm pretty sure we've all seen this. There's a guy, or there's several guys who, when they spar, they what do they do? I'm sorry. They make these videos. They'll show like the Canelo knockout, right? And then they'll cut to them doing the same thing on a heavy bag.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So you're telling me that fucking Eddie Reynoso should spar Canelo?
No. I didn't.
It's a bad idea.
Virtual Hunter spar Andre Ward?
No.
I
don't think.
No. I'm saying that guy, that guy person. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
It's not like, dude. These guys are the most coaches that are efficient in this shit are a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I can understand why he's saying that. Probably there's a lot of young coaches out there that want to coach, but they're coaching guys who fight amateur. You're talking about pro fighters, bro. It's like a different animal.
You spar your team.
Yeah, I'll spar the amateurs, but I won't spar the pros.
Yeah, no. And speaking of which, like y'all remember a couple episodes ago, I was just like, I never want to be in the ring with Kevin Chavez Noriega.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last Saturday, Coach, like as soon as I said it, I was like, damn, Coach gonna make his head. Coach made it happen. Man, I call that dude Wasp. His punches sting so bad. And
imagine that Kevin doesn't want to spar the pros.
Yeah.
So imagine that shit, dude. Like, how would I feel in there with the pros?
Mm-hmm.
I sparred one of my fighters. Fucking Javín Cholet. He was scared to fucking throw punches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I purposely went in the ring with him, and I challenged him and came after him and had my hands down. I was talking shit to him, and I was throwing at him, and he hit me with the right hand. When he hit me, I felt like this warm sensation going. I didn't lose my balance or nothing. I just felt this sensation I had never felt before that could travel, like the power.
Mm.
And I finished the round, and when we were done, I think like maybe 2-3 days later, we flew to Mexico City for about a month. Mm-hmm. We stayed out there with Javín, some of the guys, and it hurt the whole time I was there. I didn't spar him anymore. I was just I was getting him ready for sparring because in Mexico City, the guys were going to come right after him.
Right. So,
and if you don't throw shots, you're not going to be able to get these guys off of you. Mm-hmm. And he was always trying to be meticulous and take his time, which he still does, but I was just trying to get him ready for the fucking war we're going to face over there. And he hit me, dude, and I never forget that. I thought he broke my eye socket. So, yeah, I'm not sparring those guys, dog. CC, too, one time hit me so hard to the body that I didn't go down out of pride. But I felt like my liver went to the other side of my body.
yeah.
That motherfuckers hit hard, like, with a fucking belly pad.
Oh,
yeah, no.
On my birthday.
Oh, I didn't want to talk about.
This guy wanted me to put on the body challenge and get hit to the body, right?
Because that's what
I understand. Okay. But you guys do it. I hold that shit on every day. And I get hit by Cece, Javín, Jose, Kyle, and all the other guys that I used to train that are heavy hitters. And my birthday's my day off. Those guys hit hard, bro. Like my organs relax from that shit.
Coach just turned 29 years old, so it was his birthday. Tell everybody about your necklace.
Oh shit. No, I get emotional, dog.
Talk about it. And we gonna go out on this one. Talk about it.
Well, 3 people at the gym got together, and they made me this chain, which is something I had talked to about. I think to 2 of them. How special I wanted it. I said I don't wear chains, but if I ever did, I don't like gold. You know, it's not my preference, but I love the meaning of a glove and a horseshoe because they're my 2 passions.
Mm-hmm.
But I want my fighters to punch like a horse's kick, you know? So the kid that gave it to me, one of the kids is one of the Cholets and Coach Magz. And I said the power of a horse and the kick of a horse, you know, with the C sideways is for Cholet, dog.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
So, yeah. The never thought of that meaning, but I've always loved. These are my two passions: horses and boxing.
Yeah, that's a dope necklace.
But I want to talk about it. Don't protect this shit in, dog.
It'll be hanging out.
1 and 1. That's 1 and 1, dog. You see the chain.
Coach has been rocking his chain since he got it. He loves that thing. So I'm gonna go back to the streets, be flirting with strange women.
Before we go,
Yep.
What are you gonna talk about?
No, I was just working it out.
Munguia versus
Some Armenian guy.
Munguia.
Yeah.
Joshua versus the boys.
Yeah.
Joshua.
And are both those on the same card?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
one is Matchroom and one is Top Rank. So Top Rank will be I think both of them are for free.
Oh.
Top Rank, ESPN, Matchroom, DAZN.
And the zone will be for free?
Yeah, it should be. I don't think it's pay-per-view. I don't think it is. I'm not.
DAZN app.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll do the 7-day
free trial
for that. Yeah.
Cheap ass.
Hey, I don't
I
care.
hope he forgives. You can pay.
I don't blame him. $30 now, God.
That's what it cost.
Yeah.
Remember when it first came out? It was like
It was
$9.
like $9. Yeah.
$9.
Yeah. Then everybody started. They're like, we can raise the price now. That's how it works. That's how.
And then it was
crack
19,
works.
and I was like, all right. And then 20, and I was like, nope, that's it. I'm good.
Freaking Hulu is up to $17 now.
For real? I
Yeah.
don't pay for that shit.
Yeah, that's
I only
crazy.
pay for YouTube, and that's it.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Bye. We love you.
Like, yeah, subscribe.
We needed 20% down, and we're like $3,500 short. And we had begged and borrowed and hawked and stuff, and we're within 4 days of escrow closing. And my wife's going, gee, what do we do? We're going to lose our good faith money. And I go, I don't know. Come with me. We'll go up to see Red. Maybe he can help us figure out a way. So we go up to Red's house. Meantime, I have no idea that he has this phobia about pregnant women. So he takes one look at my wife and he goes, damn, Marita, is she going to explode? Get her out of here. So right away I know, honey, you sit over there, I'll deal with this. So I explained to Red, chance to buy a house, et cetera, and escrow is going to close in 4 days. I'm $3,500 short, and I'll work it off. I'll pay you back any way I can, et cetera. So he said, $3,500. Ain't got no small change on me right now, but calls his secretary over with a thumb snap. He says, bring me my checkbook. So he's writing a check. Pat Morita, $3,500. And as he's writing, before he signs his name, he says, now look here. I don't want to hear about no papers, no payback, no interest, no IOU, no nothing. So you want to pay me back? I know you're going to make it one day, son. You do this for somebody. Never forgot it. I've done it. Fortunately, I got to that place he predicted I was going to get to. And have helped a few people under the same conditions.
This has been a Point and Yell production. Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.